But I like the fight we had, and it came from a lot of different people. You know, obviously the guy to my right, Anthony Kelly, a senior, stepping up, you know, getting a double-double. You know, the rebounding effort was tremendous. The effort overall was tremendous from Anthony, and that's what I expect from our seniors. You know, Gary stepping up, making big plays. Jake Wiegand just came in and gave us some phenomenal minutes when we were trying to just scratch and fight and claw to get back in this thing. And just really proud of, you know, the whole team. You know, Will Simonton, you know, stepping up big and, you know, playing good defense, rebounding, you know, being all over the place. A lot of guys stepped up and got some things done, and this is a tremendous team win.
Howard, was that the best after defensive basketball this team's played all year?
I mean, I don't remember holding anybody to 8 points any other time. Absolutely. You know, Seth, I think, you know, this team really just put their heads, you know, right in the middle of it, and they just said, let's go. You know, they really, you know, scratched and clawed on every possession, and you saw it. And obviously the zone helped because they were getting into a rhythm against the man-to-man, and we were having a hard time staying in front of, you know, Gully and Aaron. They're good players. They're good guards. They're good players. But I thought the zone really slowed them down, and our guys did a good job of just being active.
Like you guys were able to dictate in the paint on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
You see that as kind of a big factor, especially in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we were so disappointed with the first half. I mean, they had more points in the paint. You know, they were shooting 48% from the field. They did a really good job of, you know, really attacking us. You know, the dribble penetration really hurt us. They started posting up really deep and, you know, getting us in foul trouble with their bigs. And they, you know, and that really took us out of our rotation. So then we had Josh and Hayden on the sideline with me, and I knew that wasn't good. But again, you know, Hayden, AK, you know, Will, Jake, those guys really stepped up and gave us some quality minutes.
Anthony, I know you guys preach readiness, but I mean, if I told you were going to start 3 straight games beginning of the year, I mean, could you have predicted this?
To be honest, no. I didn't really know what to expect coming into the season. I thought, you know, I may get a little playing time beginning of the year. We had a group of guys that were really gelling, and it didn't work out for me. But, you know, I told myself this is my last year. I really haven't done what I wanted to do here yet. So just to stay persistent and stay after it. And when coach brought me aside one day, I said, what do I need to do to play? And he said, just stay ready. And that's really what I did consistently in practice, be ready. And when my shot came, I said, hey, why not? And it took off from there, and now we're sitting here.
Tonight, did your defense kind of stymie your offense? I mean, it seemed like you got into the game defensively, and then, you know, things kind of naturally came offensively almost.
Yeah, definitely. That's one thing Coach says. If your head's in the right place defensively, everything else is going to fall into place. And I think that's kind of what happened. Not really focusing on shots or where I'm going to get points, but more or less just getting stops, because that's what we needed down the stretch. And it worked out well. We kind of got a little rhythm there in the second half and got some scoring going.
What did you see from him in practice? He played the first 7 games. So.
Well, this is the thing, you know, Seth. You know, when you see guys, you know, in their readiness in practice, you know, you just look at their approach. You know, AK is a kid that goes into the, you know, the practice facility on his own and gets up shots. I always see him in the gym doing extra. You know, those are the little subtle things. The fact that he's an older guy, he was ready for this last year, but unfortunately he had the injury. And you could see his approach was really solid. He was really focused last year. And unfortunately at the Hill, he had a tear in his hamstring. So, you know, you just tell guys to hang in there. You know, and you tell him to keep working and keep battling. And so, you know, I just think his approach all off season, his work ethic, and just his mentality and his attitude has always been solid. And he's an easy kid to root for. So, you know, once we started struggling and, you know, we were just trying to find that spark, it's easy to look to a senior who's paid his dues and now in his 4th year is really giving us some great play and production.
On an administrative note, is there any update you can give us on Mark and Danny? I mean, I know Mark was sent home with the flu.
Yeah. Mark, just got the bug. It's going around, and if you got any vaccinations laying around the house, just pass it over to us because I don't think we got any at UIC. But yeah, he'll be okay. They just tried to put some fluids in his system and it didn't work. So we just told him, hey, go get some rest, and he's home in his bed. And Danny, is just leg injury. I don't know the specifics, but we just felt that keeping him out of practice these past couple of days and holding him out of the game today, we just got to see what we can do because we got a long ways to go. But again, that's what good teams are about. The next guy ready to step up and make plays. Joey had been struggling for a while, and now it was time for him to step up, and he stepped up in a big way.
Anthony, it would have been really easy for you guys to shrug your shoulders and say, well, it was me without Ari and Danny, the way you were down at halftime. What exactly did you guys do at halftime? Was it just the effort? Did they switch that on, or was there any other adjustments that you guys made?
I mean, definitely the morale wasn't where it needs to be. Having those two guys not there, they're a big part of this team. But we really just, said, we're down, what else can we do? We're gonna give up and give them the game, or are we gonna fight back? And we really dug down on defense, and that's where it really started. And we always preach defense, and we dug down and got stops and said, hey, we need to get stops. This is how we're gonna get back and win this game. And that's really was the big focus for us at the half, is getting stops. It's a big thing continually for our team. Whether it's the first half, second half, or anything, we're always trying to get stops, and that'll dictate the rest of the game for us.
Any questions?
Thanks, guys.